I took this boring product image, and in less than 5 minutes, I turned it into a viral UGC ad that looks like it was filmed by a real creator.
Ever since I got this little humidifier from Humiair, my room feels so much cozier, and it even has these cute lights that make it a whole vibe. It's super affordable, and you can find it right now if you just click the link.
Now the crazy part is this wasn't shot in a studio, there was no expensive influencer, and I didn't even touch a camera. It was all made with AI, and honestly, a lot of brands are still stuck doing ads the old way. They're wasting an insane amount of money on production teams, then they wait weeks for the edit, only to end up with ads that don't convert at all. And yet, with one single photo, I was able to generate ads that look extremely real, all inside one AI UGC tool. So if you're running a store or building an app, you already know static images just don't look as good as a video does. Customers scroll right past. But imagine instantly transforming those simple images into ads that stop the scroll, create interest, and actually convert. And all that without ever hiring a real person. That's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. How I turned boring product shots into high converting, creator style ads using AI, and why this is quickly becoming the #1 unfair advantage for brands who start using it early. The tool we're going to be using to create our UGC ad is called ArcAds, and right now it's honestly the best tool for AI UGC creation. To actually create our UGC ad, once we log into ArcAds, we just click on the top left where it says create new project. Once we do that, it opens up a brand new prompt window. Let me quickly walk you through the settings. Right here, you've got a bunch of different options for generating videos. You've got gestures, where you can make the actor do something with their hands. You've got B-roll, which lets you create extra footage. Next is scenes, which basically allows you to generate any kind of video. And then there are two new ones, show your app and unboxing POV, that add a completely new level of realism. And we'll get to those later in the video. For now, the one we want is talking actors. Once we select that, the next step is choosing our actor. When you click on actors, you'll see it opens up a huge library with tons of different people. ArcAds actually updates its library really frequently, so you'll always have fresh options to choose from. Since there are so many different actors to go through, the way I like to make it easier is by using the filters on the left. So for gender, I'll go with female. For age, I'll set it to young adult, and I'll also click on newly added, so I know I'm picking one of the latest actors available. And as you can see, that already narrows things down nicely. Out of the ones left, I think I'm gonna go with this actor right here. If you just hover over their profile, it actually plays a sample of their voice, which is super useful because you can hear exactly how they sound and decide if their vibe fits what you want. So once you've picked your actor, you can actually select multiple at the same time. You just click add actors to bring them in. For this video, I want 2 actors, so I'll grab one more. This time, instead of newly added, I'll use the situation filter. I'll click home, since that's the setting I want, and then scroll until I find someone I like. Lucy here looks perfect for what I've got in mind, so I'll select her. Now with both of my actors chosen, I'll click add actors, and as you can see, they're now imported down here. The next step is to create our script. The best way I've found to go about creating scripts is by starting with a strong hook, something controversial, or something that resonates with the viewer. Then you follow that up by talking about the problem your product solves. Position your product as the solution to that problem, and finally leave a clear call to action to go ahead and buy. I've got a script here that I'm going to be using for our air purifier ad. You'll notice I've included some emotions in the script, and that's because if we switch over to OmniHuman 1.5, it actually lets you assign emotions directly to the lines. You can add them in different ways. You can click and add a speech emotion, or like I did here, you can just build them right into your script. For example, for the first line, I'm going with frustrated because I want her to deliver it in a frustrated way that resonates with viewers. Then for the problem line, I'll use tired, so it carries that negative energy around the issue. After that, when she mentions getting the humidifier, which I've named Humiair for this ad, I'll have her say it softly, almost like relief. Then, as she continues, she gets excited, and finally, I want her to close it out in a cheerful tone, but it doesn't stop there. If you go into the settings for each actor, you can adjust their voice even more. Let's take a listen to the unedited audio.
Okay, but tell me who talks about how cute humidifiers can be.
It already sounds good, but I think we can make it better. So the first thing I'll do is bump up the speed to about 1.2, since nobody really talks as slow as the default generation did. Next, I'll lower the stability. Stability is basically how monotone the delivery is, so lowering it makes the voice more natural and varied. For similarity, I'll drop it to about 0.5, which changes how consistent each generation sounds. And then we have style exaggeration, which is honestly my favorite setting. It controls how playful, emotional, and expressive the voice will be. For relatable UGC ads, I always crank this up so it feels more realistic and human. Let's take a listen now.
Okay, but tell me who talks about how cute humidifiers can be.
And yeah, this result already sounds way more realistic. Turning up the speed definitely helped, because the first version was just too slow. Now for the second test, I'll push it even further. I'll raise the speed again, lower the stability all the way down so we can really hear the difference, drop similarity to about 0.25, and turnstile exaggeration up to the max. Let's listen to this one.
Okay, but tell me who talks about how cute humidifiers can be.
And honestly, I think this one sounds even better. It's got that extra emotion that just makes it feel alive. One pro tip I always like to share: listen to your voice settings before you hit generate so you don't waste credits on something you don't like. That way, you save time and get the tone you actually want. Now that both of our ads are done generating, let's take a look at them. Starting with the first one.
Okay, but tell me who talks about how cute humidifiers can be. My room was always feeling so dry.
I honestly thought I wouldn't like it much, but now it looks much better. The way Arcads adds natural hand movements that match the script really sells the ad. And then the second one.
Okay, but tell me who talks about how cute humidifiers can be. My room was always feeling so dry, like my skin and even my throat hated me.
Yeah, this one definitely takes the crown for me. I love how her voice matches her appearance, and she just fits perfectly for the style I was aiming for. Let's actually add our product images into this ad. Now there's a couple of different ways you can do this, and honestly, I think both of them work really well. The first one I'll show you is the unboxing POV, which is such a cool feature because it lets you create unboxing videos just by using a couple of images of your product. So for my humidifier, I'll just take this image I grabbed from the website. I recommend you use images with as neutral a background as possible. For me, this one works perfectly because it's already got a white background, so I'll just drop it into the upload field. Next step is choosing a template. They are basically the background environment where your unboxing will happen, and you've got a lot of options here. Some outside ones that would be perfect for camping or outdoor products, some on outdoor tables that might fit gardening tools, and others in bathrooms which work great for skincare or makeup. Since I'm working with an air humidifier, I think it fits really well with the bedroom setting, like someone filming themselves unboxing it on their bed. So I've got two options here, one with the little heart effects and one with just a plain white setup. I'll select both and add them. Then I hit generate and let's take a look. That is a really strong result. The box looks super professional, the way it cuts and animates the unboxing looks clean, and overall it feels like a genuine product video. Now keep in mind, you don't have to use the full video if there are parts you don't like. What I usually do is just cut out the strongest moments, the ones that really help sell the product, and use those in my final ad, which I'll show you shortly. But even as a whole, this is an excellent generation. The second option I like is show your app, which is another awesome feature. Here's how I use it. I find my product page on my phone, take a screenshot, send it to myself, and then upload that into the tool. You could do this to showcase your actual app, or in this case, just to show off the product page from your website. This works really well because it gives the ad more of that real user feel instead of looking like a commercial. So I'll drop in my screenshot and then it's time to pick an actor. Now quick note, not every actor in the library currently has a phone-in-hand version available. The newer ones do, but some of the older ones haven't been updated yet. So if you plan to use this feature, definitely look through and make sure the actor you want already has that option. Lucy is available with the phone-in-hand pose and she's perfect for this ad. I'll add her, hit generate, and here's the result. Honestly, it looks really good because the green screen is built in. Natural things like reflections and sunlight on the phone actually look real, which makes the whole video even more convincing. Now let me show you how I edit this into a finished ad like the one you saw at the start of this video. I'll open up my editor, I use CapCut, but you can use whatever you prefer. I'll drop in the ad and cut out just a short section of the unboxing footage, placing it right around the moment where I reveal the product. If you're using the phone version instead, that's where you'd put that in. For the rest of the ad, I'll mix in some cutouts from TikToks of other people already using the same humidifier. That way I don't even need to buy it myself, but it still looks authentic. Of course, if you do own the product, you can absolutely film your own clips and use them here too. As you can see, the ad looks super realistic.
Okay, but tell me who talks about how cute humidifiers can be. My room was always feeling so dry, like my skin and even my throat hated me. Ever since I got this little humidifier from HumiAir, my room feels so much cozier, and it even has these cute lights that make it a whole vibe. It's super affordable and you can find it right now if you just click the link.
This is such a cool and easy way to make ads that genuinely look like real UGC content. So now you know how to take nothing but a simple product picture and turn it into a full UGC ad. And what you saw today is just one example, because once you have this process down, you'll never look at ads the same way again. You can test new products without ever ordering samples. You create ads in minutes instead of waiting weeks, and you never have to worry about running out of content because you can literally create as much as you want on demand. And Arcads makes this whole process very fast and easy. You've got a huge library of actors, constant new updates, tons of useful features like unboxing and literally everything else you need to create ads that actually look like real people made them. And because it's all inside one tool, you can move from idea to finished ad faster than ever. So if you want to start creating high converting UGC ads with nothing more than your product picture, sign up for Arcads using the link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.